Let's start by looking at the city of the future. Some people think that it will be like this. And they're quite right. In fact, everything you see now already exists. All the materials, all the ideas, these things could be put into practice immediately. But what about the city of the day after tomorrow? Say the year 2000. I think it will be completely different. In fact, it may not even exist at all. Oh, I'm not thinking of the atom bomb and the next Stone Age. I'm thinking of the incredible breakthrough which has been made possible by developments in communications, particularly the transistor and, above all, the communications satellite. These things will make possible a world in which we can be in instant contact with each other, wherever we may be, where we can contact our friends anywhere on Earth, even if we don't know their actual physical location. It will be possible in that age, perhaps only 50 years from now, for a man to conduct his business from Tahiti or Bali just as well as he could from London. In fact, if it proves worthwhile, almost any executive skill, any administrative skill, even any physical skill, could be made independent of distance. I am perfectly serious when I suggest that one day we may have brain surgeons in Edinburgh operating on patients in New Zealand. When that time comes, the whole world will have shrunk to a point, and the traditional role of the city as a meeting place for man would have ceased to make any sense. In fact, men will no longer commute, they will communicate. They won't have to travel for business anymore, they'll only travel for pleasure. In that world of the future, we will not be the only intelligent creatures. One of the coming techniques will be what we might call bioengineering, the development of intelligent and useful servants among the other animals on this planet, particularly the great apes and, in the oceans, the dolphins and whales. You know, it's a scandal of which we should be thoroughly ashamed that prehistoric man tamed all the domestic animals we have today. We haven't added one in the last 5,000 years. It's about time we did so, and with our present knowledge of animal psychology and genetics, we could certainly solve the servant problem with the help of the monkey kingdom. Of course, eventually our super chimpanzees would start forming trade unions and we'd be right back where we started. However, the most intelligent inhabitants of that future world won't be men or monkeys. They'll be machines, the remote descendants of today's computers. Now, the present-day electronic brains are complete morons, but this will not be true in another generation. They will start to think, and eventually they will completely outthink their makers. Is this depressing? I don't see why it should be. We superseded the Cro-Magnon and Neanderthal men, and we presume we're an improvement. I think we should regard it as a privilege to be stepping stones to higher things. I suspect that organic or biological evolution has about come to its end, and we are now at the beginning of inorganic or mechanical evolution, which will be thousands of times swifter.
Hello, this is C Clarke speaking to you from my home in Colombo, Sri Lanka. As I approach my 90th birthday, my friends are asking me how it feels to have completed 90 orbits around the sun. Well, I actually don't feel a day older than 89. Of course, some things remind me that I've indeed qualified as a senior citizen. As Bob Hope once said, you know you're getting old when the candles cost more than the cake. I'm now perfectly happy to step aside and watch how things evolve. But there's also a sad side to living so long. Most of my contemporaries and old friends have already departed. However, they've left behind many fond memories for me to recall. As I complete 90 orbits, I have no regrets and no more personal ambitions. But if I may be allowed just 3 wishes, they would be these. Firstly, I would like to see some evidence of extraterrestrial life. I've always believed that we're not alone in the universe, but we're still waiting for E.T. to call us or give us some kind of sign. We have no way of guessing when this might happen. I hope sooner rather than later. Secondly, I'd like to see us kick our current addiction to oil and adopt clean energy sources. For over a decade, I've been monitoring various new energy experiments, but they've yet to produce commercial scale results. Climate change has now added a new sense of urgency. Our civilization depends on energy, but we can't allow oil and coal to slowly bake our planet. Third wish is one closer to home. I've been living in Sri Lanka for 50 years, and half that time I've been a sad witness to the bitter conflict that divides my adopted country. I dearly wish to see lasting peace established in Sri Lanka as soon as possible, but I'm aware that peace cannot just be wished. It requires a great deal of hard work, courage, and persistence. I am sometimes asked how I would like to be remembered. I've had a diverse career as a writer, underwater explorer, space promoter, and science popularizer. Of all these, I want to be remembered most as a writer, one who entertained readers and hopefully stretched their imaginations as well. I find that another English writer who coincidentally spent much of his life in the East expressed this very well. So at the end, with these words of Rudyard Kipling, if I have given you delight by all that I have done, let me lie quiet in that night, which shall be yours anon. And for the little span, the dead are born in mind. Seek not to question other than the books I leave behind. This is Arthur Clarke saying thank you and goodbye from Colombo.